Dan Rather, the legendary face of American journalism, is now 93 years old. But the way he's living today is nothing short of shocking, and it's rewriting everything we thought we knew about aging, resilience, and the fight for relevance in a rapidly changing world. Dan Rather's name is etched into the history of American television. For decades, he sat at the helm of CBS Evening News, guiding viewers through some of the most turbulent moments of modern history. From the Kennedy assassination to Watergate, from the Vietnam War to 9/11, Rather was more than just a news anchor. He was a trusted voice, a calm presence in the chaos of the world. But now, at 93 years old, his life looks radically different, and the way he's chosen to spend these twilight years is leaving fans and critics alike stunned. Born in 1931 in Wharton, Texas, Rather rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most influential journalists of the 20th century. His reporting was fearless, sometimes controversial, and always driven by a deep commitment to uncovering the truth. He famously stood up to presidents, challenged corporations, and refused to back down, even when his own career was on the line. That fighting spirit hasn't left him. In fact, at 93, Rather is still living with a fire and purpose that puts people half his age to shame. You might expect someone of his age to fade into quiet retirement, perhaps surrounded by family and memories, but Dan Rather is far from done. While many of his contemporaries have stepped away from the spotlight, Rather has found a new stage: social media. Yes, at 93, this broadcasting titan has reinvented himself as a digital voice, connecting with millions on platforms like Twitter and Facebook. His posts are sharp, witty, insightful, and sometimes fiery, proving that even in his 90s, he hasn't lost his edge. Instead of retreating, Rather is shaping conversations for a whole new generation who never knew him as the face of nightly news. What's even more incredible is his unshakable routine. Reports say Rather still keeps a journalist's discipline. He wakes up early, reads voraciously, writes daily, and keeps himself mentally engaged in ways that are nothing short of inspiring. Unlike many who slow down at his age, he remains active, mentally sharp, and emotionally invested in the world around him. His commentary is not nostalgia-driven rambling, but thoughtful reflections on modern issues, ranging from politics to culture to humanity itself. Fans say his words cut deeper now than ever before. But the road to this stage of his life wasn't smooth. His career faced a dramatic fall in 2004 during the George W. Bush National Guard controversy, a story that cost him his anchor chair and tarnished his reputation in the eyes of some. Many assumed that was the end of Dan Rather. Yet here he is, almost 2 decades later, not just surviving but thriving, finding ways to remain relevant when the industry itself has moved on. That resilience, that refusal to be silenced, is exactly what makes his current lifestyle so insane. Even at 93, Rather's voice carries weight. Young journalists look to him as a mentor from afar, while longtime fans see him as a living reminder of when news was about truth, not spectacle. His continued presence online bridges generations. Grandparents who watched him on TV now find their grandchildren sharing his posts. It's a rare kind of cultural longevity, one that few achieve, and one that cements Rather as not just a relic of the past, but an active player in the present. So how does Dan Rather live at 93? Not quietly, not passively, and certainly not like most. He lives boldly, using every tool at his disposal to keep contributing, questioning, and engaging. In a time when most people his age have long been forgotten, he is proof that passion doesn't retire, and relevance isn't bound by age. In the end, Dan Rather's life at 93 is a lesson. Staying curious, staying active, and staying true to your voice can keep you not just alive, but thriving. His story isn't just about journalism. It's about the power of persistence, reinvention, and refusing to let time dictate your impact. And that is what makes the way he lives today truly insane.